So guys, welcome back to the YouTube channel. As promised, every Tuesday is a how-to video for the next year, and through popular demand, the toboggan, and I thought it would be only right to bring in the man himself that that has probably one of the best toboggans in the game. So that being said, I'm going to show you exactly what a toboggan is. Obviously, you take your hand off, preferably the one towards the back foot. You grab the seat, turn the bars into a T-bar position, push it forward, and obviously the further you push it forward, the more steezier it gets, the more style points you get, as Scott will explain now. So Scott, if you can just tell the viewers of this video exactly what a toboggan is, what your opinion on the trick is, and everything in between.
So the toboggan is one of the most fun and cool looking tricks that a bike rider can have in their arsenal, and as Jack actually one bang said, it's turn the bars 90 degrees, no more, no less. Sometimes it goes more, get extra steez points, as Jack said. Grab the seat fully, none of this tapping. It's a seat grab, bar turn, and as time progresses, you're going to end up finding you lean back more, and it feels so cool. You lean back more, and the more you lean back, the more it dips it in, and the more the people absolutely love watching you do it. It's pretty much one of those, a trendy, fun, and very diverse trick that you can do in quarter pipe airs, jump boxes. You can do it to fakie, you can do it in backflips, and you can pretty much get away with it anywhere if you get good enough at it. You can do it in a bunny hop.
Well said, Scott. I mean, if you follow Scott already on all his socials, or if not, this video will show that Scott is an advocate for trick diversity, and this is it's not your typical tail whip or your bar spin. Like you say, add it to your arsenal. Super fun trick. I like doing it. Just keep the run going, flowing, and so now we know what a toboggan is. How do we go about learning it?
Okay, so the way I went about learning it was, as you might see in some of this, I went and tried to send it full on, and it didn't work. I had to jump the box, and I took it in baby steps. I jumped the box and I did like a one-hander. Did I like taking that hand off? No. Did I like taking that hand off? No. Okay. And then I got myself to turn in the bars and trying to grab the seat, and then I just kept doing it, and I got further and further with every jump, and eventually I got like a seat tap, but the bars are 90, and then eventually it was seat grab, bars in, and today, you know, we're doing it and we're pulling and pushing at the same time. So you'll lift off, wait until you're at the peak of your air or just before the peak of the air. You want to lean back, turn the bars, your weight will turn the bars for you, grab the seat, and then you can push it out. You might not be able to push it out, you might just be able to lean back and grab the bars, and that's good enough. And then lean forwards and it will all come back.
So the hand on the grip, obviously you have to loosen your grip in order to bring it, or do you keep a firm, are you a firm gripper? I feel like I'm a loose grip kind of guy, and my hand goes under.
Well, whatever I say, my right grip is significantly more worn down than my left grip.
Yeah,
so
I see that.
I feel like I've got plenty of room like this, but I think, yeah, you're probably right, Jack.
Yeah,
actually the looser you can keep your grip on it, the better. I do find that the forefinger and thumb, for example, a one-hand X up, it can go so far, and if you keep your finger here, it'll never go too much. So I do tend to focus on having that as my key grip when I'm doing pretty much anything, actually.
Obviously, if you're learning this trick, I would highly recommend a fly out or a comfortable jump box at your local skate park. But obviously, due to our setup, we've had to do it in airs. So if you can do it in a straight jump, the next step would be to do it in an air. I personally find it easier in an air because you're turning into it anyway. Probably the fear factor is increased, but at this point, you're used to doing toboggans, so it's a case of sending it, getting it done.
This is a trick that is actually foam pit friendly. There are some tricks that I would suggest a tail whip or a bar spin are actually better learnt on a fly out or a quarter pipe to a flat bank or on a jump box. But this one is definitely one you can safely learn into a foam pit, which will definitely transcend straight onto a box. I do think doing it over a whole jump or on a quarter pipe is the safer way to learn it. Reason being is because there's a lot going on. There's a seat grab, there's a 90-degree bar turn, and you're pushing it back, and you're grabbing the bar again, and then you're landing. So if you try and do it on a fly out, you've actually got to go quite high to perform the trick, grab the bars to prepare for a heavy landing, and I think it's actually going to take you longer to learn it on a fly out. So you could definitely do this on a foam pit or a resi. They definitely transcend well to the real thing.
Absolutely. And then, like you say, it's an all-round trick. Skate park, street, dirt, and everything in between, you name it, you can apply the toboggan towards. So yeah, I think we've pretty much nailed it there, dude, with the toboggan.
When I forget what trick I'm doing, when in doubt, get the toboggan out. And you'll watch the finals in many of these competitions, and when you see that they weren't meant to do something, they tend to chuck a toboggan in because it's a great show off, you know, filler trick, and it is just great. Some people do combinations to toboggan as well. I can do the no foot can to toboggan. It's just such a diverse trick.
Yeah, I think it's one of those tricks where it demonstrates bike control. You know what I mean? Like you can put the bike in a position of you're in control of that bike, so you're going to push that forward, do a T-bog, and it's one of them.
Shows people how good you are on a bike.
Some finesse to your riding.
Yeah.
That's it. Well, cheers for coming to my channel, Scott. It's appreciated.
It's actually been a
Always
pleasure.
A pleasure to have you
It's been
around.
great.
And yeah, so please go out there, start learning the toboggan. Tag me and Scott in your videos. All the credentials will be in the description down below. At Jaktones, at Scott Hamlin BMX, and we'll see you next Tuesday for another how-to video. So, full send.
Peace out. Take care, everyone.
Let's go.